Hello, this is my chapter 20 video over words. And one of my very first major supporting details was word choice, varieties of diction. And I chose to tell a little bit about each diction. So for poetic diction, I got an elevated language written before the 19th century used to separate poetic speech from common speech. And the book example was Alfred Lord Tennyson uses poetic diction when he calls grass the herb and a horse a charger. And my example was Anne Bradstreet uses thy visage was so irksome in my sight by using visage for face and irksome was irritating. The next one I got was formal diction. It's complex and grammatically proper and often polysyllabic language. And the book uses John Keats' Ode on a Grecian Urn. And my example was Matthew Arnold, Dover Beach. It's very proper with good grammar. So it seemed to me that it was very formal. Next I got middle diction. It's a blend of common speech and elevated diction. And so it's pretty much natural words just blended together super effortlessly. Well, it sounds effortlessly. They probably put some effort into it. So the book uses W.H. Auden's Funeral Blues, Telephone and Bone. Those don't even go together, but they just flow. So I used William Shakespeare's Shall I Compare Thee to a Summer's Day? And they use day and may and dimmed and untrimmed. And these words don't have anything to do with each other, but they're put together so effortlessly. And then we have informal diction, which is controversial, plain spoken language with everyday expressions. So the book uses Gwendolyn Brooks' We Roll Cool. It's a poem about playing pool spoken by young black men during the 1960s. So she wrote it like the young black men were saying it. And then I used Marie Howe, What the Living Do, is informal, more like everyday language instead of a formal poem. Everything she says is pretty much the language that we use. Our next major supporting detail is general versus specific language. General language gives you a general idea that anyone could take differently. So like the book gives us progress, justice, calm, stuff like that. And then specific language gives you a concrete word, or it's like a definite thing. Like the book gives us lawnmower, beer bottle, street light. Those are all what they say they are. And my examples was rather than saying now that the night becomes calm, which would be general, Richard Jackson writes, now that the earth, sky, and wind settle into the night still pool. So, that's not, oh wait, no. Sorry, that was the book's example. My general example is Matthew Arnold's Dover Beach writes, the sea is calm tonight. And my specific language is Philip Larkin's Abad writes, working at 4 to soundless dark I stare.